20% of the United States residents will be affected by a mental disorder during their lifetime. Learning disabilities affect 1 in every 5 people in the United States. They begin in early childhood, but have a sharp increase during adolescence. Dyslexia occurs when the brain cannot properly recognize and process certain symbols. It is a developmental reading disorder that 80% of students suffer from. This is an example of what a dyslexic student sees. The student has a very difficult time determining the meaning of a simple sentence and how to recognize words. Dyslexia is a specific information processing problem. It does not interfere with one's ability to think or understand certain ideas. General George Patton, Jr. was one of the greatest United States generals. His understanding of modern combat and judgment were significant to the United States Army. General Patton was not sent to school until he was 11 years of age. His parents did recognize the struggles he was having and provided him with an alternative education. He was very motivated to overcome the handicaps of dyslexia. Creative genius Walt Disney also suffered from a learning disorder. It never stopped him from accomplishing huge successes. Studies have shown that people who suffer with reading disorders are stronger in other subject areas such as visual arts.
Teach someone how to read is most important when the weakness is at a younger age, because the brain is like plastic almost. It's got a lot of plasticity, so it takes in at a younger age. It takes in information easier than if you get older and you're diagnosed with dyslexia your sophomore year. To remediate that is much harder. It's much easier to remediate something when you're younger.
Similar to dyslexia is dyscalculia. It is a math learning disability that can be diagnosed when arithmetic performance is substantially below the expected for a particular age, intelligence, or education. The student will show difficulty understanding concepts such as place value, quantity, number lines, adding and subtracting, carrying, and borrowing. 3 to 6% of school populations have dyscalculia. It is commonly found in children at the ages of 5 or 6. By allowing the child to count with their fingers, they can understand concepts better. By ages 9 to 10, the child can master counting skills and understand the ordinal value of numbers. From the early formation of letters to crafting an essay, writing involves perhaps more sub-skills than any other academic task. Dysgraphia makes the act of writing difficult. Dysgraphia will cause you to have visual spatial difficulties and language processing difficulties. The child will have poor penmanship, trouble organizing letters on a page, and incorrect spelling. Often they will avoid any writing tasks.
To hold in your arms, so come on and give me the chance to prove I am the one who can walk that mile.
Also known as developmental coordination disorder, dyspraxia deals with motor skills. There are fine motor skills, and gross motor skills. Dyspraxia is an output disability, meaning it relates to the output of information from the brain. Hand-eye coordination, poor concentration, and bad organization are signs that may relate to a child having dyspraxia. It is 4 times more common in males than females. Daniel Radcliffe, star of Harry Potter, is a celebrity who has dyspraxia. 1 in every 17,000 people in the world today have an issue with their ability to understand or produce spoken language. Dysphagia is an output activity that requires the brain to organize thoughts. Symptoms of dysphagia include having problems with verbal language skills, such as being able to retell a story, fluency of speech, or ability to understand the meaning of words. Rehabilitation is the best type of treatment for people who suffer with dysphagia.
When a student is diagnosed, and if they can get the diagnosis at an early age in elementary school, the remediation is very, very important, because as you get older, the window kind of closes on how your brain functions and how much information it can take in to remediate that weakness. So identifying a student at an early age is the most important. So there's a lot of options now for students who might have severe learning disabilities, even up to minor learning disabilities. There's a lot of options at the secondary level for services. My name is Danielle Macaluso. I am the Learning Disability Teacher Consultant on the Child Study Team here at Pascagoula Valley High School.